Hi y'all, this is Nadi Alchemy, and this is another pick a card reading. I like to leave these general and just see what comes up. I haven't looked at the cards, so go ahead and pick your pile based on your intuition. I like to close my eyes. I like to connect to my guides, to God, to source, of course, and then open my eyes and pick the pile that I am most gravitated to, okay? Or that I gravitate to. So for number one, we have this white hearts. I don't remember what kind of quartz this is, but we'll just leave it here. And then this is a guava quartz for the left pile and pile 2. So go ahead and pick your pile, and I will leave the timestamps below. Before I get there, I do conduct tarot readings, Reiki services. I had a brain fart there. And have a bunch of services that I have on my website, Nadi-alchemy.com. Go check it out if you're interested. I do specialize in like twin flame readings and ascension readings, and I have past life readings and messages from your guides, all types. So go check that out if you haven't. I also conduct Reiki circles every new moon and every full moon. And so yeah, check that out if you're interested. But let's go ahead and start with pile number 1. All right, so you picked this heart. So I definitely feel like you're going through some kind of purification process. Look at all these marks on this heart. Perhaps you've been doing some heart healing or some purification in regards to the heart chakra, and this can include some purging, which is just like release of emotion and things of this nature. But we'll see what your pile has to say. So for the tarot, we have the 10 of Pentacles. Ooh, I love this. Okay, so you guys are very much in this high vibration, right? And that white light, right? Very much connected to spirit, very much aligned to like a solid financial times, but also like the sense of building a legacy, of having a strong family foundation, making the proper investments. And if you're not there, then that's perhaps what you're thinking about. And Spirit is saying, don't worry, everything that you're putting your time and effort into is going to multiply, is going to bring you a solid financial future, and generational wealth. Let's see what else. If this is not where you're at, this is what you're calling in for sure, okay? Or this is what's meant to happen. We have Aries energy, okay? We have the dolphin energy. We have the great diviner, Orunmila. And we have seek inspiration in unusual places. Okay, so I really feel like this pile, like Spirit is saying, go after what you want. There's something that you're like intuitively wanting to do, or perhaps maybe a reader told you about a certain gift, or perhaps about going to a particular place or taking a particular class. And Spirit is saying, you know, follow your intuition on this, okay? It's not going to come to you. You kind of have to go after it with this Aries energy. But the more you go after where you're guided to be, the more that you're in tune with yourself and with your inner child, the more that you're seeking inspiration in unlikely places or unusual places or in unconventional ways, the more you're attracting this, again, this family legacy, this long-term wealth and stability within your home and family life. Okay, I also feel like this pile could be my pile that's always been very independent. And maybe even at some point in your life, you thought, you know, maybe I don't want to have, you know, what the traditional family and kids and all that. And maybe as you've gotten older, or as you get older, you realize that maybe you do want those things, or what family legacy looks like to you may be different. So maybe family legacy will be something you build with your, you know, your family members, your sisters, your brothers, your parents, your kids, right? And I was just reminded of, there even could be people watching this pile, or that are going to be watching this pile, that are thinking about creating like a fund, like a trust fund for a family. This is a good idea, maybe to buy real estate or to invest in certain businesses. Again, the real estate could be in unlikely places. Maybe you're called to, I don't know why I just thought of, remember when those castles were for sale in Europe for really cheap? Maybe you're called to live in like a more secluded place. Maybe you're thinking of bringing your family there and living off the land kind of energy. This could be that kind of Spirit's way of saying, yeah, you're going to have to go after this. It's going to take some effort, but we see you living in harmony. We see you living happily here. and collaborating with others and living in peace. Okay, so I see definitely some people who have been thinking about living off the land, buying property with their family, things like this. For others, it's like a trust fund maybe that you're going to set up, and you're going to buy different properties. And I feel like you, the person watching this, is kind of the leader in this. That you may have more knowledge. Again, you know, you do need lawyers to create trust agreements unless you find like a form online. But I know a lot of families that have done this because I work in the legal field, as in my day job, that create trust funds and make the family beneficiaries, and they buy multiple properties. And then in that way, when you set it up that way legally, you don't pay taxes on capital gains. It just gets transferred to the beneficiaries of the trust, right? Like you don't have to sell the property for them to own it, right? It's owned by the trust. So that's one very specific. And in another way, I feel like I've got some night workers in this pile for sure. Some people who are great diviners. You could be connecting to this Orumila energy, or even like Oshun, because she's also the great diviner in Santeria. There's also this sense of, for those of you that are my light workers, of you like finding your tribe or working, collaborating more with others, perhaps from other places, not local to you. You might connect more to people from other places versus people that are local to you. I'm also getting a lot of Taurus energy, Leo energy, Aries energy, yes, but also water signs, Cancer, Pisces, really more Pisces than anything, because the 12 reminds me of the 12th house, and also because of the ocean. That's where the dolphins are. There's also this sense here in a different group of people. There could be a masculine energy here that is very spiritually awakened, spiritually evolved, that's going to be coming forward and helping you create this legacy. Or for some, they're going to be kind of like taking care of you and allowing you to do more of the things that you love versus what you have to do in career for financial purposes. It's almost like once you guys meet this person, or you marry, there's like this elevation in social status, this elevation in abundance. Even if both of you are pretty normal, it's like when you come together, your energy's like wealth-wise, right? Normal wealth-wise, like middle class, right? Once you come together, it's like you both ascend together financially to this 10 of Pentacles. This could also be like a spiritual couple, like twin flames coming together, working in mission, collaborating, connecting with other twins, doing that kind of work. I have my North Node in Aries, and I'm an Aquarius rising, so we do this in unconventional ways. Or I'm thinking of unconventional couples, right? I think that's all I'm getting. Yeah, so that is your message, pile number 1. If it resonated, please like, comment, subscribe. And I'm going to go ahead into the next pile. Thank you so much. All right, pile number 2, guava quartz. Definitely getting higher heart chakra energy here. Like you're in tune to love. You're out there in the world being love. There's a sweetness to your aura at this time. Oh my gosh. And as I say this, check this out. We have Venus, so you could be a Libra, could be a Taurus, or could have Venus in Libra, Venus in Taurus. Love, pleasure, value, and possessions. We have the 8 of Pentacles. We have this glamour energy, which is totally that Venus energy. We have the Scythe, and we have staying, or the Scythe, and we have staying alive. Okay, so for some of you, there's something you've been working really hard at that something's going to happen suddenly and unexpectedly. Something you've been putting a lot of work in, that's going to bring you a lot of value, a lot of financial gain. And you're already, I feel like, in this Empress energy, whether you're a man or a woman, you're in this glamour energy. You're feeling good, you're looking good. People can sense the good energy off you. People feel more alive around your energy. If you're not in this energy and you've been working hard on yourself, doing the inner work, doing the shadow work, then this is going to like shift unexpectedly for you. There's going to be this harvest to all the work that you've done, a surprise of sorts. For others, there's this sense of maybe in the recent past, something, you were liberated from something, you ripped off the band-aid with something, there was some kind of release or reckoning that happened, and now you're stepping into this Empress energy. You're more alive, you're attracting things that are of your equal vibration and things that are valuing you, right? Because you're valuing yourself. For some, this is an unexpected like lover or relationship, deepening like fast, right? Like suddenly it moves forward. Suddenly you realize, wow, this has all happened for a reason. And you're going to be in your high vibration when this happens, right? Because that's what happens when we're in the high vibration. We just attract things unexpectedly, related to abundance, related to beauty, related to those Venus themes, right? Pleasure. For others, I'm definitely getting a divine feminine here that is going to be shocked at something that takes off career-wise for her, or financially. Maybe there's like, a sudden windfall of money, or there's a sudden opportunity in work that kind of liberates you from this stuck feeling and liberates you from lack and brings in this very alive, abundant, loving energy for you. I also feel like if this pile, if there's been anybody in this pile who's felt like disempowered or imbalanced, that, the more work that you do on working on your vibe and keeping the things alive in your life that you want to see grow, and the more that you release yourself from that which is weighing you down, the more you're stepping into this energy of abundance, of glamour, of inner peace, because I'm seeing the Buddha here and the Eight of Pentacles right in the center. Some of you may be thinking about buying some plants for your home. This is going to be good for the vibe in your home. It's going to attract a lot of that good energy that we're talking about. I see timing here of like 8 to 10 months. Something happening here between 8 to 10 months. Maybe this is going to be like a glow up for some of you. If right now you're on the lower spectrum of the energy, and this is definitely a glow up within 8 to 10 days, 8 to 10 months, something like this. And Staying Alive is reminding me of that song from that movie, Saturday Night Fever. So I don't know if that's a movie that somebody has recently watched. But that movie, like if you look at the 80s and how they're dressed in those times, is very glamorous, right? It's like the sense of like attracting the right partner, attracting the right financial opportunities, attracting, just in this energy of attraction, this pile. And it's going to shift things rather quickly, right? In both ways, like whether you need to release from things or cut things off, or whether you need this unexpected change to shift something in your life financially. I feel like that is coming for this pile either way. I'm also seeing like whether you're a woman or a man, make sure that you're taking care of the way that you look, because that does influence the way that you feel, right? When we put on clothes that makes us feel good, and we take care of the way that we look, not to say you have to put all the value there, but when we do that, then we feel good too, And at least for me as a Leo, and definitely Libras and Taurus, I definitely feel like if you're looking good, you're feeling good kind of energy. If you're a Virgo, Capricorn, or Taurus, I feel like this could apply to you as well. With the number 10 and the number 8, they're very karmic numbers, right? 8 is a karmic number. You've been going through some cycles regarding finances or regarding your health or your physical body, right? And I feel like you're definitely learning new ways like to stay healthy, right? Noticing the red wine, how I say a cup of red wine a day is good for you. It's like don't do things in the excess, but in moderation, it's okay kind of energy. With the 10, it's also like I feel like you've wrapped up a cycle of something. So if anything's leaving your life in Venus in retrograde in Leo, this is definitely giving Venus in Leo retrograde energy. So again, Venus in Leo in this retrograde period, you may have been thinking about like how you can love yourself more, how you can value yourself more, and what that means to you. But I also feel like it's wrapping up of cycles where anything that didn't value you, or any way that you were kind of, I don't want to say poisoning yourself, but like not treating your body right, or not feeding it like the nutrients it needs, or eating too much sugar. I feel like this is something that you're needing to cut to liberate yourself from not feeling good like within your body. Okay, especially now that Mercury is also going retrograde. I also see some of you like speaking. You might have like some nervousness in regards to public speaking, or like you're a performer, a dancer, or something like this, an actor. I feel like you're releasing some insecurities this Venus and Leo retrograde period as well. There's a lot of big impactful things happening for this pile. And a lot of like high vibrational energy here for you. You looking your best, you feeling your best, you working on feeling and looking that, But yeah, that is what I have for you, Pile 2. If it resonated, please like, subscribe, comment. Sending you guys so much love. Thank you for being here. And again, if you want to book any readings, you can at nadi-alchemy.com. Sending you so much love. Goodbye.